Canada takes to the sky, clouds rolling by like cotton candy high. He lights up, his pipes stretching tight, floating free, gotta ease his mind. Wings spread wide through the blue, flying high, nothing else to do. In the cockpit, it's just him and the breeze, Captain Canada feeling at ease. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Turbulence can't shake his vibe, every puff makes him feel alive. He's the captain you can't confide, loving life and stretching time. Sunset glow as he climbs higher, heart beats to his own choir. With a grin, he takes another puff, for Captain seen no skies too tough. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another X-Plane 12 live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Monday, my friends. Hopefully it is cooler wherever you are than it is here for me. It has been absolutely disgusting the last, I would say last 3 or 4 days, the weather. This year has been super, super weird. I cannot remember a summer where it's been this hot for consecutive days in a row. It's just absolutely brutal. Finished streaming yesterday. Didn't even realize till we were like finished streaming. I was like, God, it's really hot in here. And I went and looked and it was up to 88 degrees in my condo. When I have both PCs running and the green screen up, my condo just does not cool down. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Anyways, welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to hang out on this Monday afternoon. I know it's very busy. I see every streamer is streaming the Phoenix BFU update. So I'm gonna put a little poll up in chat. I'm gonna let you guys decide what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. So we're obviously gonna do the first leg of this flight. But I'm also gonna throw up another poll, and I'm gonna see if you guys are interested in getting me into the BFU. So we'll kind of we'll get the poll up here momentarily, and I'll let you guys decide what we're going to do. Captain Palm Tree, 27 months, says, hoping the Majestic gets the Dash 8 for Microsoft soon. I concur, my friend. Imagine flying this thing in Microsoft with its visuals, and sheesh, dude, it's going to be incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let me see here. Let me do my audience. Let's start a poll. What would you rather see? Question mark. Return flight in the Q4. All right. Hold on, I'll put this in quotation so everybody understands what we're voting for. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. I'll let you guys decide what we're gonna, how we're gonna go with today. So, He capped currently flying on VATSIM from Seattle to Seoul in the Indy Builds 350. Sheesh. That's a long flight, dude. Enjoy your flying, man. He capped currently. Sorry, I got that one. I feel like the poll stands no chance over X-Plane. Phoenix is a given. Well, we'll see. We'll see what everybody votes for. We like a nice little. We like to have votes around here. We like to be a nice democracy. Cap, the Avatar Fire and Ash teaser trailer came out. The Avatar Fire and Ash teaser. Interesting. I didn't know they were making a new Avatar movie. Justin, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Robert, welcome back. Kevin, good to see you. Touchdown, welcome. Joseph, good to see you. MG, welcome. RTR fan, good to see you. Kayla G, good to see you. Camel, welcome. Mr. Midnight Maverick, welcome back. Gary P, good to see you. Robert, welcome. Mofo, good to see you. Aiden, good to see you. RFK, welcome back. Hope y'all doing well. Hopefully everybody's having a great day thus far. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully filled with lots of flight sim adventures. That usually makes for a great weekend. How about one leg in X-Plane and the return leg in the Phoenix? I mean, we could do that. I don't even have the aircraft updated, though. I would have to do like a... That's what I was saying. That's why I'll have to end the stream, update the aircraft, and then do all that, and then go live again. So, didn't say anything last time, but I'm glad we're in the right livery now. This guy, man. 10.5 hours for this flight is the longest one on VATSIM. That's a long one, dude. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it. We've done Tokyo to San Francisco before, so... Be the gamer. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Been a minute. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome back. MSY to Miami and a 319 American. MSY to Miami. Maybe. Only problem is a lot of the coolest BFU features are in 2024, though. Not sure how different 2020 version is. Well, I mean, the main thing is going to be the flight model. The flight model and the sounds and the textures. I guess it goes across both platforms, but yes, like the walk around features and stuff like that, Dean, yes, that's going to be limited to 2024. I mean, we could try 2024. I don't know what it's going to be like. We could always try it in 2024 and kind of send it, so we'll see. I think you should continue the Q400, X-Plane 12, and complete both legs, then maybe do an evening stream in the Phoenix. Maybe check out PAXIM RDU. Probably not, Aiden. That would be an insane amount of streaming on a day where it is... One, it's my day 3 of 3 streaming in a row, so energy levels are usually a little bit lower on Mondays. This is usually the day that my voice starts to get a little bit raspy, because we're, again, day 3 of 3, sitting in the air conditioning in front of 2 massive computers and sweating my ass off. Like, yeah, dude, I could not believe the temperature in here yesterday when I finished the streams. And it's just as brutal today as well. The weather is just as hot as it is today. I'm thinking next year I definitely need to upgrade one of my AC units because they just can't keep up, man. I thought I had enough BTU going in here, but I definitely need to replace the smaller unit and get a bigger unit because it obviously can't keep up. If it's getting up to 28, 29 degrees in my condo with 3 AC units running, something's obviously not working as well as it should be. I think you'll like the Majestic more than this one. In my opinion, P3D version was better than this one, especially with sounds. Yeah, maybe. Who knows, man? I've only ever watched people fly it on P3D. I've never owned this, never owned the Q400 for P3D. So I'm excited to see what Majestic is going to do. I know that they're a pretty solid team over there. So we'll see what happens. First stream on Thursday. Also give you a couple days to proper check out the Phoenix BFU. Well, anyways, the poll's up. We're gonna let the chat decide. We'll see what the chat wants to do. It shouldn't take me long to update the aircraft and kind of get everything ready. I know that is it only for 2024 that you have to install the new liveries, or is it for 2020 as well that you have to redo all the liveries and stuff? I'm not quite sure. XLT, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I'm hibernating my house for the week with my AC. Dude, I don't blame you at all, man. I don't blame you at all. All right, cool. Well, friends, let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. This is the FlyJSim Q4XP, for those of you wondering. And we're doing a nice little flight today. We're going all the way up north. There is our flight plan right there. We're going all the way up to CYPR. So I would say probably a good chunk of the way, almost up to Alaska. I don't know where the border is. I think it's somewhere up here, somewhere like that. But we're going all the way up. Well, there you go. So there's Pant. What's Pant? Annette. Well, there you go. So that's Alaska, I think, right here. So we're almost going all the way up to Alaska in a Q4, which is pretty crazy. We're going over to Prince Rupert. We've never been there before on stream. I've never flown in here as well, so it should be a fun flight. I'm looking forward to it, and let's start working on this thing and getting this bad boy programmed and ready to go. First thing is first, we'll jump down here. We'll connect the GPU. Good. We'll head upstairs. We'll get the battery switches all to the on position. Wonderful. We'll get the external power on. We'll get the AC control external power on. We'll get our recirc fans on. We'll go ahead and get the seatbelts, the no smoking. We'll arm the emergency exits. We'll throw on our position light as well. We'll get the anti-skid turned on, and we'll start programming and turning up all of our screens here. And we'll turn you on. We'll get you on. Good. We'll turn you guys on. Good. We'll get you guys turned on. Good. And then we'll turn these guys on here as well. Beautiful. All right, everything's powered on or starting to turn on. We're going to select our load here on the aircraft today, looking at sim brief. We need quite a bit of fuel to get ourselves up there. So today's flight time is looking at 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we'll plug in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Good. On the fuel, we're going 2870. So we'll plug that in. Beautiful. We're looking for a zero fuel weight today of 24.1. So 24,104 is the number that we're looking for. 24,104. Looks like we got 75 packs, about 476 kilos of cargo, 2870 of fuel, and there's our zero fuel weight, 24,104, with a ramp weight of 26,974. Beautiful. We'll load the aircraft. We'll confirm load. We'll start the loading. Good. They will start the process and get everything done on that end. Wonderful. While we're sitting here on the ground right now, we're going to spool up the APU just so we can get some air conditioning in here. So we'll go ahead and start the APU, and then we'll start running through some of our checklists down here. So before start, recirc fans are on. External check is complete. Alt gear, doors, and landing inhibit. Switch is good. Flight deck preparations complete. Briefing is complete as well. Do our before start checklist. Circuit breakers are checked. Passenger signs are on. Emergency lights are armed. Anti-skid is on. Fuel transfer quantity is off and checked. Emergency brake is on. Power levers are disc. Condition levers are fuel off. And that looks good like that. Beautiful. We're just waiting for the FMCs to turn themselves on. And then we'll be good to go. Air Canada used to fly Calgary Yellowknife in the queue. Maybe might still do. Interesting. I didn't know that. I don't know if we have any scenery for that. It'd be kind of cool though. HACAP doing K-Jack DFW in the baby bus with sharklets. Nice. Very nice. So it's only for 2024 that you need to redo your liveries? Is that what somebody was saying in chat? I know I asked that earlier. It's only for 2024. I know that they merged it. They don't have the livery manager anymore. I know that all of the liveries were kind of merged into the... yeah, we kind of merged. Why do the sounds seem to be lower quality in the new update? Apparently they completely redid the sounds. So the sounds are supposed to be better in the Phoenix now. I don't know. I haven't really watched anything. I was watching V1 when I woke up this morning, but he was just departing out as I was kind of finishing my setup here. So liveries are in the installer. It's super simple. Yeah, my concern is like all of the liveries that we already have installed, Steven. Is it going to find them? Is it going to do something? Like, I'm not quite sure. Yeah. It prompts you. If it doesn't prompt you, you are fine. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Both, not just for 2020. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. Let's go and back down here. We can accept that. Good. We can accept that. Good. Wonderful. Let's go to our flight plan page menu. We're going to go to departures. I don't think there's anybody online. Oh, we have Tower online. So we'll go over to Tower. We'll see what they would like us to do. We've got ATIS Yankee. Tower's going to be on 18.7. We'll bug that up. And we'll go and grab our IFR clearance up to Prince Rupert. So we've got ATIS Yankee on board. And we'll call him up. Vancouver Tower, very good morning, Jazz. 89 with ATIS Yankee. IFR to Prince Rupert, please.
89, Vancouver Tower, hello. You're clear to Prince Rupert by the Vancouver 2 departure. Flight plan route, departure runway 08 right, squawk 5670.
Jazz 89's cleared up to Prince Rupert on the Vancouver 2 departure, departing out of runway 8 right, and we're squawking 5670.
Jazz 89, read back correct. Push at your discretion. Contact me for taxi.
Which we're in taxi. Thanks, Jazz 89. All right, beautiful. We are good on that, so we're going to go number 2 on the list. Wonderful. We're going to go number 3 on the list. Execute. Beautiful. No transition, so we'll enter that, and then we'll go to flight plan. Good. It's going to be radar vectors, direct our first waypoint, which is going to be Trial. So we'll bug this up here. Trial. 2 E's. Good. Trial. From Trial, we'll go ahead and go direct to Uniform Quebec. Good. We'll insert that. We'll accept that. Beautiful. From Uniform Quebec, we're going to go direct YZT, and we'll enter that. Good. And then from YZT, it wants us to go direct to the airport. Now, it's saying PR, but I think that's just PR is... Yeah, Prince Rupert. It's the Prince Rupert VOR. So, what we'll do is we'll go to menu, we'll go to arrivals, we're going to go CYPR. We'll insert that, Prince Rupert, good. As for our runways, let's see what the winds are doing up in Prince Rupert. The winds are 230 at 3 knots. 230 at 3. No matter what runway we're going on, it's going to be a crosswind. So we'll probably go runway 31 because it's going to be straight in. There's no star. And we'll do the RNAV 31. So if we pull this open, go to approach, RNAV 31, we'll pin that one. We'll have a quick little look-see at that. It's basically going to be straight in. Which is exactly what we want. So from Murick, straight in for the RNAV 31. So we'll go RNAV 31, which is number 1 on the list. Good. And we're going to use it via Murick, which is basically the waypoint. We'll insert that, and there we go. We'll go to flight plan. We'll just confirm that everything looks good there. We've got Murick twice. I don't know why it says a hold. So what we'll do is we'll remove this one. There we go. And then, okay, we have it 3 times. No problem. YZT, RNAV to Murick, Ernan, Avixa, and then runway 31. And then there's our go-around procedures. Beautiful. All right, cool. Flight plan is in. Looking good. Had a handful of liveries that needed updating. The installer now has an update all button for the liveries, which is nice. Perfect. Very good. I don't know why, but that's an amazing call sign. Jazz 89, baby. Jazz 89. The hold procedure is the turn. The flight from CYTZ to MDW was fun with you. It was, Sean. Yeah, it was awesome. Was it you that lost your engine yesterday when flying with us? Somebody lost an engine that was flying with us. I can't remember who it was. Hopefully it wasn't you. Hey, Captain Hope all as well. Super hot here in Michigan. Dude, it is absolutely disgusting, RJ. Absolutely disgusting here, dude. It's, I was explaining to chat. I can't remember in my adult years... I cannot remember it being so gross in the summer. It's been brutal, dude. It's been absolutely brutal this year so far. Okay, let's update some weather here. We're going Vancouver 2 departure. Standard instrument departures. We're going to be on the Vancouver 2. We'll pin that one. Good. We'll brief ourselves here. So out of runway 8 right, it's going to be 083 on the heading. So we'll bug that up. 083. Good. And what we'll do is we'll select heading. Beautiful. Initial climb, I believe, is 5,000 feet. It says initial climb by ATC. Okay. I think it's 5,000 feet. Somewhere it should tell us on here. Transition altitude. Yeah, we don't need any of that. That's fine. Contact with departure call and passing 4,000 feet. So I think it's 5,000 feet on the climb. I don't see anything here that tells me, but we're... Oh, sorry. Maintain 7,000 or assigned. There we go. So 7,000 feet is going to be our initial climb. So we'll bug up 7,000. Good. We're going to go Alt-Cell. Beautiful. And then we'll go IAS, and we're going to plug in 170 knots. And then we should be all set up on that bad boy. There we go. Beautiful. Cap, what plane does Delta use a flight from Atlanta to Orlando? I have no clue, buddy. You'd have to check Flight Radar 24. Supposed to be 98 degrees here in Denver today. I believe that one. It's showing, for me, this isn't in freedom units, but it is showing that it is getting up to 41 degrees today outside. I don't know what 41 is in freedom units. If anybody knows that conversion, 41 degrees is what I'm looking at today. It's already 37 right now, so it's not getting much hotter than it is already outside. I was going to do YVR to SFO on the max today, but then I saw that the BFU released, and I was like, I got to fly the Smash Bus. There you go. There you go, man. There you go. 41 is 105 in freedom units. There you go. 105 for me. Cubing, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. David Frank, good to see you. All the way from South Korea. Welcome back. Very, very cool, my man. Okay. That is all done. That is good. We can go to our fuel prediction page and we can start plugging in some information here. So if we go to our weight and balance, we'll jump back over here. We can read this one. So we've got 75 packs on board today. I'm surprised there's this many people going up to Prince Rupert. We'll put this down to 6,500. Good cargo weight today was 476. 476. We'll enter that. Good. Gives us a zero fluid of, so I'm actually going to change this. We'll go 6,000 on this guy like that. There we go. 24.2. We're supposed to be 24.1, so that's close enough. And then fuel on board today's leg was showing at 28.70. 28.70. And we'll go ahead and punch that in. Beautiful. All right, cool. Everything looks good there with our fuel predictions and our page. That's all set. We'll go back to our flight plan page. What we'll do is we'll jump over here. We're going to go master exfil from FMS1. It's going to send everything over here that we just did over to this guy. Perfect. We can bump you onto flight plan. Great. Upstairs, APU bleed is on. That's looking good. That's looking good. Wonderful. We just have to wait for the aircraft to finish loading before we can start putting in our departure information. So it's Prince Rupert. The mayor is coming out to meet you. Prince. Nice. 105. It's not even close to that hot here in Houston. That's nuts. It's crazy, man. It's been a super, super, super weird summer so far, man. And like, I feel like we've had more of those like 100 plus days than we've ever had. It's pretty crazy. Canada, where you pack for the Arctic but end up in the Sahara. Correct. That's a great way of putting it, Matthew. Great way of putting it. Getting up to 39 in Kitchener today, but it's a cool 23 in the basement office. Aw, man. You're just chilling, P-Thibs. Currently, right now, it is 25 degrees in my condo, P-Thibs, with three AC units running, 25 degrees. And I guarantee you by the time we finish this flight, it will be closer to 27 or 20. I finished streamed yesterday, P-Thibs. It was 29 degrees in my condo. I literally stood up and like I was sweating after I finished stream yesterday. And I was like, dude, this is fucking crazy. I don't remember it ever being this hot. I don't remember my AC units ever struggling. This is my first summer with 3 units. Usually I do it with 2 units. Could you imagine what it would like? Hold on, I can't speak. Would you imagine what it would be like if I didn't add the 3rd unit? Pfft, dude, probably would have been dying. Probably would have been dying. We've had reverse in Calgary, rainy and cool. Yeah, Dan was saying like it was like 18 degrees or something in Edmonton last night, and I was like, Jesus, dude, that's like the perfect weather right there. 3013 on the altimeter. 3013. Good. We'll set this on the backup as well. 3013. Wonderful. Okay. APU is on and good. We don't need anything else there. I believe we're done boarding. What is it saying? Cleared to start. All packs on board. Bags are loaded and you're fueled. All right. Well, that means we're good to go, friends. So, upstairs, we're going to spool up engine number 2. We're going to get all the buses and generators over on number 2. We're looking for 25%. There we go. We'll feather. Beautiful. Give you guys a nice little wing view of that engine spooling up. 25.5 currently. Expecting a text from the pregnant wife shortly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Someone's in trouble. Jack, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. No AC here. Sometimes my room reaches 32. Jesus, dude. That's too much, man. It's too much. Can't be joking, right? In school, I was taught that Canada was literally almost in the Arctic. Nope. Nope. Canada has the biggest swing of temperatures, I believe, in the world. We go from negative temperatures to ridiculous temperatures. All right, APU bleed can go off. We'll get the engine bleeds on. We'll bump those to normal for now. Good. We'll come back here. We've got our takeoff data is reviewed. Sorry, I should have pinned it up into here. There we go. Takeoff data is now reviewed and pinned. Good. Before start checklist is complete. Startup is approved. Good, 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 and good. Except we need to bump that to red. Wonderful. Good. And then it'll be our after start. All right. So we can go and disconnect. Hold on. We'll do things properly. External power off. AC off. Then we'll go ahead and disconnect the GPU. We don't need that anymore. Now that the GPU is disconnected, we'll go ahead and spool up engine 1. Good. Looking for a good N2 percentage. There it goes. 25%. Start to feather. Good. Russia also has to be up there with temperature swings. No doubt. No doubt. A lot of Russia would be in the same climate as we are. For those who haven't read about the Q400-8 pilot rant, Google it. It's hilarious. Uh-oh. Sanders, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, we've been in X-Plane this week. Been enjoying myself, man. I really wanted to fly the Q400. You know me and the Q400. No camera today, dude. It's way too hot, Alex. Way too hot, buddy. As soon as I get that green screen up, it just chokes my entire setup. And it's way too hot today, man. Phoenix performance is awesome now. I really think I should be maybe trying the Phoenix in 2024 tonight. Do you guys think we should do that? Maybe I go pick up the VATSIM KRDU. We do some American ops in 2024. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? If Microsoft wins the poll, maybe we'll jump in 2024 and see if we can do it. Although, are my controls set up for 2024? I don't even know. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. External power is off. We'll get the APU off as well. Good. Main bus ties can go off. Good. Bleed air 1 and 2 is on as required. Battery temps are checked. Condition levers can go all the way up to max. Enjoy the sound. Beautiful. Sounding elegant as always. Standby hydraulic PTU control goes on and on. Bump you to 15. That's good. That's good. Elevator travel, full travel. Good. That's good. Flaps 5 degrees for departure. Selected. De-ice pressure. Good. Rudder travel, full rudder travel. Steering switch goes on. Good. Windshield heat and pilot side window heat. Windshield heat warm up. Pilot side heat on. Windshield good. Flight to taxi. We are on taxi. Good. Radar nav and comms are set. PFD, MFD, and ED is set. And yaw dampers go on. Beautiful. That is looking good for after start checklist. Taxi checklist. Taxi light, we'll leave that. Altimeters are set. Flight instruments are checked. Tank aux pump 1 and 2 and auto feather go on. Tank aux pump 1 and 2 and auto feather are on. Flaps are set and indicated. Trim, we're going to go 3 units. 1, 2, 3. Good. That is set. Takeoff warning test. We'll release the park brake and hold the brakes. And then we'll do our takeoff warning test, which is down here. No horn means we're good. Condition levers are max. Pitot-static switches can go on. 1, 2, 3. Ice protection not required. Caution and warning lights have been checked and reviewed all out. Flight clearance is reviewed. Cabin is secure. Taxi light goes on as our last checklist item. Lineup checklist will be next. We'll go taxi lights, and we're going to spin ourselves out of here, chat. Add a little power. Good. What do BFU mean, chat? It's the new Phoenix update. The new Phoenix update that we've been waiting for. Alright, we're going to call him out of here short of... oh, I don't know why that plane looks like that. How's the Caribbean, but instead of ocean beaches, you get lake beaches? Where? Here? Could be. All right. We'll let Tower know we're short of Juliet, ready to taxi. Tower Jazz 89 is short of Juliet, spot 18, ready to taxi.
Jazz 89, Sir Adrian, altimeter 3013, taxi, Lima, cross 13, hold short 08 right.
Lima, cross 13, will hold short 08 right. Jazz 89. I forgot to do one thing, and I'm surprised he hasn't seen it yet. 5670. 5670. Flip that up. On out. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's go. Is 13 often used? No, runway 13 is never used here. All right, he gave us Lima all the way down. Short little taxi, nice little taxi. We're looking good. So we've got heading select, alt cell 7000, and IAS 170. Good. Good, good, good. Dumb question. With you being on X-Plane 12, if I logged in on VATSIM using Microsoft 2020, would I still be able to see your plane? Absolutely, AJ, yes. VATSIM is through multiple SIMs. So P3D, FSX, X-Plane, Microsoft, you can see everybody. That's the beauty of VATSIM.
Vancouver Tower, Westjet 158, ready to taxi.
WestJet 158.
Afternoon, Cap. So excited for the Phoenix update. I'm wondering if I should have a case of Phoenix-itis and take the afternoon off from work. Ooh, baby.
WestJet 158.
This is X-Plane. This is X-Plane 12 that we are using. X-Plane 12. Is that a massive ship out there? It is. There's a bunch of them. I see multiple. Multiple ships. Cap, have you played X-Plane before Microsoft? Yes. I was a devoted X-Plane enthusiast and user for many, many years. X-Plane 9, X-Plane 10, X-Plane 11, now X-Plane 12. Looked like it was floating when you zoomed in. He's on the water. He's on the water. Remember the oceans out there. Kev, if it makes it any better, it's supposed to be back down to the teens overnight by Thursday. Yes, by Thursday it looks like we're back to normal. Wednesday night, Thursday, back to normal. Trains?
Square 705, 1 airport mark, gain of longitude decimal 8, wind 070 at 7 from Newport, we will take off from 308 right. Switch radar com, clear to take off from area right, split the left.
All right, our lineup checklist. We're going to go bump this up. Good. We'll go crew notified, and then we'll leave the rest. Transponders on as well. We do our flight control check, free and clear as well, so that's good. Wonderful. Q400 blends speed, efficiency, and comfort in exceptional aircraft in every way. Love that plane. That's one of my favorites, man. One of my favorites. We got a Flare 73 departing. Very nice. Alright, he wants us all the way on Lima. Go all the way down to the end. Be good pilots.
Station calling statical.
That is a Flare 73. Do you like the Q400 by chance? Yeah, just a little bit. You tried to do Citation X in Microsoft. I have not, no. I have like a test thing today. Want to fly to Halifax for Moncton Mondays. Moncton Mondays. Jonas Cap, throughout the past few days have become attached. I'm sad to see it go, but happy with the new Phoenix update. Yeah, we'll be back, man. We'll be back, dude. Especially now that we have X-Plane, you know, configured. We'll be back, buddy. Don't you worry. What about the Twin Otter? Nah, not really into the twatter.
Flight level 800. Square 705, modified longitude decimal 8. 2.8, thanks for the ETC and I'm on.
Tower Jazz 89 holding short runway 0 right.
Jazz 89, when airborne, motor Unicom 122.8, wind is 070 at 7, clear for takeoff, runway 08 right.
Alrighty, we'll monitor Unicom off departure, cleared for takeoff 0 right, thanks for ATC Jazz 89.
Thanks for flying back here again.
Alrighty, landing lights on, taxi lights off, strobe lights on, wing lights on, tail light on, bleed air 1 and 2 goes to min. That's good, anti-collision is good, flight over to flight, good, and landing lights are on, lineup checklist is complete, good. Very good, very good. Sounds are going up here, chat. Enjoy the departure. Caps European on X-Plane 12 changed after flying it for the last few days. It's definitely getting better. I don't think it's anywhere near, you know, some other sim platforms, but it's definitely getting better. It's getting there. I think the biggest thing that impressed me this week was the sky colors and the clouds. They're definitely cooking with those ones, man. That's for damn sure. Definitely cooking. Howdy chat, we ready to go? Let's do it. Get ourselves set up. I'll throw on our yoke cam. Let's go flying, friends. Takeoff power set. Slight nose down pressure on the yoke. Airspeed is alive. There's 80 knots for neutral. V1 rotate. Positive brake, gear up. Flaps clean. Climb power's coming in. Good. We'll flip it over to Unicom. We're going to start our left turn all the way out and around. Do that now. I'll bring those sounds down a little bit now so we don't go deaf. And we're going to bug up our cruise altitude, which is 22,000 feet today. At level 220. Beautiful. And I'm going to keep that turn rolling. And then what we're going to do is we're going to quickly come down here and we're going to go direct to, and we're going to go to Trial, and we'll enter that. Beautiful. We'll flip it onto LNAV. Good. Joseph, have a great day, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Alrighty, there we go. We'll go autopilot 1. Beautiful. Bring you back up into the flight deck. Very good. We'll do our after takeoff checklist. Gears up, flaps are clean, climb power set, bleed air 1 and 2 goes back to normal. Standby hydraulic pressure and PTU controls all go off. So off, 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 off. Good. Engine temps and pressures checked. Ice protection not required. Cabin controls checked. Passenger signs as required. After takeoff checklist complete. Beautiful. There's Vancouver International down below us. Very nice, friends. Very, very nice. Great little departure. I wonder if we should have done a right turn out. We probably should have done a right turn now that I'm looking at this again. Probably should have done a right turn, but that's okay. We survived. Air Marshal, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Nice scenery. It is. This is Canada for X-Plane scenery, man. It's fantastic. Do I have the ATR? I do have the ATR. This is what I love about Vancouver, man. You've got literally the ocean, sea level, and then if you look to over here, you've got the Rocky Mountains within a 15-20 minute drive away. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I know it's tough, Cab Canada, but it's time to choose iFly 7.3 Max or Q400. Q400. You ain't gonna beat the Q400 for me, man. As much as I love the Max, you ain't doing it. Is this the first leg of the flight? This is the first leg of the flight, correct. JJ, good to see you as well, man. Hope you're doing well. This doesn't look like X-Plane. I'm running enhanced maps, so we're not using X-Plane ground textures. It's basically ortho imagery. Yeah, man, you ain't gonna beat the Q for me, dude. The Q is my baby. She my baby. Alrighty, there's our flight plan. Good. Capture do routes between Nassau and Tampa with Silver Airways ATR. Meh. I'm not really a fan of the ATR, to be honest with you. I've tried to fly it in Microsoft and it doesn't tickle my fancy. Just doesn't do it. 10,000 feet, landing lights are off, wing lights and tail lights can all go off as well. Beautiful. Don't need to worry about any de-ice. We're in no clouds. Beautiful weather. When was my last visit to Vancouver IRL? A couple years ago. 2023? 2022? 2023? Tower probably would have given you a right turn after takeoff if it was a problem. Besides, left turn is always more scenic. Correct. Got that right. Ice too damn hot. Yeah, right. It's like, what is it? It's 0 degrees up here at 11,500. -1 now. -1 outside. Sheesh. It's cold. My rudder pedals for X-Plane 12 are twitchy to the point where I can't use it. Do you know how to fix it? Add a curve onto it, flyby guy. Add a curve, a sensitivity curve onto it. The only ice right now is in that arena. Nice. Happy Monday, everybody. Sorry, I am Davis. Late at work has been kicking my ass. Ken, no worries, my man. Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Matthew, oh, good to see you as well, man. Welcome back. Oh, there's the 737 that departed after us. Just goes to show you how much faster a modern jet is compared to the Q400. He is overtaking us, no problem. I wonder if our TCAS is going nuts. Probably not yet. Flying up the inside passage is so nice. At high altitude, you can see right across Vancouver Island to the Pacific. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Yesterday, passing 16,000 feet, it was 12 on the TAT. Insanely hot. Damn, that's wild, dude. Wait, hold on. That's SAT, not TAT. Where do I see the TAT? Is there an option to see the TAT? I don't know if there is. Because SAT is not TAT. I don't know if there is a way to see the TAT on this thing. All I see is SAT. BFU is amazing in 2024. The SL variant is floaty. Uh-oh. I thought they said they fixed the floatiness. Did you reset your sensitivity settings? They're saying you should be flying at full linear now. I don't know about that one. Anytime a developer says to fly at full linear, I don't know. There's something about full linear that just doesn't tickle my fancy when it comes to that stuff. Won't matter when we're cruising. He'll be cruising at a higher altitude. Correct. Well, he's already miles in front of us as well. He's miles in front of us. Pedal default is all the way to the left. That doesn't sound right. Did you do the calibration flyby? I don't know why your messages got deleted, AR. All sends reset, engines idle at 30, retard at 20, and floated the complete touchdown. Interesting. All right. We'll see how she goes. Did a Delta 737-900 ops yesterday from MSP to Tampa. Nice. Very cool. It's a nice little flight. 2.5, 3 hours, right? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. This new linear curve is nice. Are you on 2024, Yeti? Is it, I might need your help after stream, Yeti, to get some things configured. Are we doing BFU Thursday evening? Yeah, we'll probably be in the BFU all week this week coming up. I might need some help configuring. I think I'm going to try it in 2024 for our second stream. I've been messing around with the FSR3 support in 2024, and I've been getting really good performance. So I'm wondering what it's going to be like if we start doing some payware airports and stuff like that. Hey Cap, great to see you back in X-Plane. I've missed you. The Burko, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. It's been a fun week, man. I've had a lot of fun. Yeah, so Matthew, we've got the poll up. So what's going to happen is once we do this first leg, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to update the aircraft, get everything ready to go, and then I'll fire up a second stream. And we'll take the Phoenix BFU out. Starting my descent in RDU in Air France 777. Nice. Very cool. Just found out that gifted memberships can go to people in chat. Not gonna lie, it'd be awesome if one magically landed on me. Hey, you never know, dude. You never know. Maybe the YouTube gods are listening. Maybe the YouTube gods are listening. You never know. Biggest advice I can give to 2020 is set the texture res to medium and not high. Saves a lot on VRAM and I see no difference in quality. Perfect. I will do that, Mr. Yeti. I will do that. The BFU stream is going to be this evening or in an hour or two. It'll probably be like an hour after we end this stream, Ian. I'll try and get it out as quickly as we can. I think my Microsoft should be updated. I just need to go purchase the new scenery from FlyJSim, so I need to go get Rally Durham, and then we'll do some American 319 ops. Played around with the FS Labs 320 and Neo this weekend. My God, that thing is long range with 3X ECTs. Did ORD to Santiago, Chile. Can't wait to see the Phoenix Neos come out. I agree, Bad Hog. Yeah. I'm off today, so I can pop a Discord if you'd like. All right, cool. Cool. What time for the next stream? I'm not really sure yet. I can give you a timeline once we know when this one's ending. I'm not quite sure what the timeline would be yet, though. Hey, Cap, didn't realize you were squawking correctly on taxi. Thanks for flying YVR. Robert, thanks, man. Well, I got it on as soon as we started our taxi. Just when I called you the first time, I didn't have it set correctly. The RDU by PAXIM is nice. Bought it yesterday and flew Jacksonville to RDU last night as Freedom 1. Nice, very cool. Sonny, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. I'll be curious to see how the Phoenix behaves. You guys remember last time we tried to fly the Phoenix in 2024. We were getting like 4 FPS on final. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen tonight. Or today.
Well, hello, buddy.
Hello.
GMCDH donated 25 Canadian
Mr.
dollars.
GMC.
With you now, but was in my backyard watching an orange glow around Air Force One landing near me.
Ooh. Very nice. Mr. GMC, thanks for support, my friend. Appreciate you as always. Guys, let's get a massive no floaties in chat for Mr. GMC, top donator of the month. Thank you, Mr. GMC. Appreciate you, buddy. For all of my 2024 users, does the mini cockpit work in 2024? And the CDU, does it work as well? The FMC from WinWing, does all that stuff work in 2024? Doing touch and goes now in the Phoenix. I think it hand flies so much more realistic, less arcade-like. You don't notice the arcade-like until you fly the new one. Testing my old sensitivities first. Got you. Okay. Karl, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Do you ever fly a 747? We don't really have a 747. I mean, I've flown the Felis 747 before. Not really my cup of tea for 747s. I'm not much of an older guy. WinWing Airbus FCU works, so I'd assume the McDo should too. All right. Good, good. Heatcap finally got the iFly 7.3 Max. Such an amazing aircraft. Totally worth downloading liveries. Nice. Yes, it is fantastic, Tango. Fantastic product, my friend. All right, we're about to reach cruise altitude. Here comes 22,000 feet. Cap, when I leave college next year and get a job, first holiday I want to go to Toronto or Montreal, either with a friend or myself, maybe a woman, who knows. Nice. Check out Montreal, dude. I feel like Montreal is better than Toronto. Probably more to do, but can't speak for mini cockpit, but something changed with the BFU and none of my WinWing stuff works on 2024. Uh-oh. WinWing McDo does work, so does the FMC for Boeings. Okay. That's weird, CST. All right, there is 22,000 feet. We'll pull the power back to cruise. And we should start gaining some speed now. Standard SimApp WingWing in 2020 works with BFU at least. Okay. Better food, vibe, and don't forget hockey team. Nice. Alright, we'll kill some of those sounds a little bit less. There we go, friends. Cruising on up to Prince Rupert, friends. Cruising on up. Smitty keeps producing shit products on Xbox. They're doing a 787, an A330, and an A320 Neo. That's an A320. Yep. So a no to Winnipeg being a Canadian travel destination for leisure travel. It's close-ish. Winnipeg. I don't know what you're going to do in Winnipeg, but maybe. Maybe it could be fun. Who knows? Look at the views out here. Beautiful. There's Vancouver Island. Beautiful views today. Well, hello, buddy. That's actually, it's actually a YouTube content creator. His name is Old Time Hockey, and he's actually from Minnesota, Matthew. I mean, close enough to Canada, right? So, yeah. Have you done a flight in the Q400 of Victoria? We have before. We haven't this week, though, no. Where's the music? Oh, it's coming. Don't you worry. I was just setting it up, making sure everything was set here correctly. Don't want to blast your eardrums with some smooth jazz. The sim sounds down. Got the jazz turned up. There we go. We need to do our cruise checklist. So altimeters are not set because I'm silly. Barrow set. And I think it should climb by itself, yeah, to correct my mistake. There we go. 2992, good. Power set, cabin pressure is good. Lights as required. Cruise checklist complete. Nice. Next will be our descent checklist. Very good, very good. Why aren't you on Microsoft? I've been using X-Plane all week this week. What's the stretch? Haven't stretched yet today. I don't know. Got a couple options over here. We'll see. Gonna stretch soon. If you live in Minnesota or North Dakota, you're practically Canadian with the cold weather. Correct. I like this flight model so much more. 2 circuits in the 320 CFM SL killer. Feels so nice on flare. Less blocky inputs. Much more smooth. Gonna try linear now, but man, that's smooth. Nice. Very nice. Old Time Hockey for username sounds pretty Canadian to me. It is. Yeah. What is this XP thing on YouTube? Does it earn you anything? Nah, just XP in chat. That's all it is. I don't know if it's just me in 2020, but for the Phoenix, I have to set the views to inside the cabin or else they will sound like you are outside the aircraft. Uh-oh. Even if you turn the cabin off, Air Canada 08, try turning the cabin off in the Phoenix McDo option. How hot is it there for you? It's 87, feels like 105. Basically the exact same thing, Bad Hog. Yeah. It's absolutely disgusting, dude. For probably the past like 3 or 4 days, it's been this hot as well. When I got back from Providence from the expo, it was like 2 weeks of like insanely hot weather. Then it cooled down for about a week, and now we're back into the insanely hot weather. It's fine with the cabin off. There you go. Yeah, usually I run the cabin off. Ruben, take care, man. Have a great day, dude. What do they mean with BFU? I'm not even sure what BFU stands for. Chat, what does BFU stand for? I'm sure somebody in chat knows. What does BFU stand for in the Phoenix update? It literally stands for Big Phoenix Update? Wow. There you go. Big fucking update. I like it. I like it. Mate, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Gotta run. Might be able to catch your Phoenix stream later. Stay cool. AJ, have a great day, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Hopefully I'll catch you later, man. Alrighty, what's our speed doing? We should cap at about 240, 250 knots. So I know people always complain about this thing not having auto throttle, but you see, when it comes to the Q400, you basically just set your power and forget it, because it's never going to overspeed. The only time this aircraft will overspeed on you is if you're on descent and you're not pulling the power back. Before first unlock. Nice, Patrice. Something along those lines. IYR, good to see you, my man. Welcome back. Just got word from Wimming. The Phoenix index for 2020 has not changed, so everything should still work, but 2024 is now native, so index is different and requires an update. Alright, so CDU will not, so the McDo won't work in 2024 CST is what you're saying? So it's like a fancy RJ with propellers? Kind of. Kind of. Went to Death Valley recently, 42C, but no humidity. It was bearable. Damn. That'd be hot, though, man. It was kind of like Vegas then, cubing, pretty much. McDo and FCU work using Moby Flite, which is very simple to use. Ah, okay. Flew over Fresno yesterday, and I instantly remembered the controller who held a grudge over the approach for almost an hour. Dude. That guy was on something special, man. On something special he was. Wonder if you could get around that with Moby Flight. We know Windwing isn't the fastest with SimApp Pro updates. Not sure. Feel like when you open an oven and then you get blasted by heat, but constantly, if you know what I mean. Yeah. When I was in Vegas, it felt like somebody was just had a blow dryer in front of your face all the time. Every time I hear Fresno, I think of the Fluffy prank. Dude, Fresno was an adventure, man. It was an adventure, to say the least. Anthony, what's up, my friend? Drifters, good to see you. We are off to Prince Rupert today, all the way up in northern BC, northern British Columbia. Cedric, how are you, my friend? Welcome aboard. Hope you're well. I take that Vegas hot versus this crap we're getting in Illinois. Like walking outside into a sauna. Yep. That is exactly what it's like right here, Bad Hog. It is brutal, dude. Brutal. Huskers, how are you, my friend? Welcome back. 2020 good. 2024 no wonky until they update the software with the new aircraft index. Okay. Got you. He was on something, Matthew. You think if he was on the high-grade weed, though, he would be a little bit more accommodating. That man was on a mission that day. I just find it genuinely hilarious how, like, he brought his friends to come back and cause a go-around. Like, that's how petty this was. Remember when we flew back and there was an airplane on the runway and he wasn't vacating? I'm pretty sure that was the controller. I'm almost positive that was the controller. Very cool scenery along the way. It is, Anthony. Yeah, for sure. Why are you not flying the Phoenix? We will. Don't you worry. We will, man. Phoenix isn't going anywhere, buddy. We don't, you know, I know a lot of people's attention span is 0.1 milliseconds, but I've been in this hobby for a very long time. The BFU's not going anywhere, man. We've got all week to fly the BFU next week coming up. All week. Beautiful scenery out there. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's gonna be like this the whole flight. Have you tried the new Phoenix update yet? No, not yet, man. I'm in X-Plane 12 right now. Hey chat, we're one step closer to getting the new PC, by the way. I wonder if it still has this saved. Can I show you the new PC that we're going with? Let's see if it saved everything. Oh, it did save everything. You guys want to see what we're doing for the new PC? I was actually pretty impressed with the price. You guys want to see the new PC, what we're doing? Let me make sure there's no personal information on here. All right, there's not. All right, so we're going with the Corsair case. We've got the Asus ROG Strix B850 gaming AMD AM5 chipset motherboard. Look at the prices of motherboards. What the fuck happened with motherboards? Why have motherboards tripled in price over the last like 2 or 3 years? Absolutely ridiculous. Asus Prime 5080, $1,739 for a 5080, chat. take out a mortgage loan just to pay for that myself. Corsair 1000 watt power supply. We went with the Ryzen 7 9800X 3D. We've got a 1 terabyte Samsung Evo. That's going to be the boot drive. A 2 terabyte M.2. That will most likely have Microsoft 2024 installed onto it. 64 gigs of DDR5 6000 RAM. We went with a Corsair Nautilus 360 mil liquid CPU cooler, and we went with the Thermal Grizzly high performance thermal paste. Keep that CPU nice and cool. And there's the price. You're looking at the price right there. Also needed to add to this, though, I need to pick up some fans. It came to about $4,000 after taxes and everything. About $4,000 for the PC. So that's pretty much the PC. Dan and I set all this up last night and got everything ready. So now I'm just waiting to pull the trigger. It's I'm just debating if I just want to buy everything right now, slap it on the credit card and call it a day, or if I want to slowly start picking up some pieces, you know, order the memory, or order the CPU, or order the liquid cooler, and so we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, that's CAD. So 4K CAD is about what we're looking at, which honestly isn't bad considering I was more in line with, I thought it would be closer to 5,000. So the $4,000 is not too bad. But yeah, make sure your cooling can keep up. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. That cooling will be fine. That's the new PC. You gonna fly more X-Plane in the future, or is it just this week? We'll see, man. We'll see. You sure it's a FlyJSim PC or a NASA PC? That's a FlyJSim PC. Yeah. +1 for business write-offs, but it still stings. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely, it still stings, man. That's a lot of money, dude. That is a lot of moolah. No matter how you look at it, that is a good chunk of money, my friend. No matter how you look at it. She expensive. That's like my build was like 3K USD when I got mine. Yeah, that's slightly over 3K. Roughly around 3K.
But it all now no balls.
Put it all now, no balls. Oh, man. Don't pay $700 for a 9800X 3D, I'm begging you. Why? Why wouldn't you? I mean, it was $639, so it's closer to $600, not $700. But the 9800X 3D is probably the best CPU on the market right now. For gaming. They're not normally $400. That's not true at all, buddy. Don't forget to buy Windows. Nah, don't worry. I've got Daniel Barry for my Windows. Dan Barry has access. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Slap it on the Amex and call it a day. Hey, man. As long as I get the points, I get my travel points for that. But yeah, if you can find me a 9800X 3D for $400, I think you're talking about the 7800X 3D, Air Canada, not the 9800X 3D. The 9800X 3D is the newer chipset from AMD, not the 7800. G2A is a great place to find cheap window keys. Nah, Dan has it good. You paid $475. Is that American or Canadian, BB? $475 American is about $600 Canadian. So that's, yeah. I don't need to upgrade for another few years since I have an RTX 4070 Ti Super and an i7 14700F. There you go. Perfect. You're all set. You are all set, my friend. I have a 360 AIO and 6 other fans for my 9800X 3D. It stays cooler than I was in high school. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Can you send links in chat? You can't, but you can send me a link in Discord. What was the video card? It was a 5080. 5080 overclocked. Factory overclocked 5080. Asus Prime. Weeps in 3700X with a 2060 Super. Hey man, still gets the job done. Still gets the job done, man. That's all that matters. My opinion on the Phoenix flight model, I think it's incredible, so much better. Taxi's much smoother, not like hydroplaning anymore sensitivity-wise. I think linear is okay with less reactivity. Got you. Okay. Need to try and get sponsored by NVIDIA? Dude, I tried last year, Owen. I sent emails out to everybody, dude. I sent them to Gigabyte, to NZXT, to NVIDIA. The problem is, and here's the thing, one, I do flight sim for a living. It is probably one of the most like niche hobbies you could be in. There's not very many computer companies or computer component companies that are going to sponsor somebody doing flight sim. PC Part Picker is lying, it always does. The only thing PC Part Picker is good for is compatibility. Putting all your components in and getting the compatibility. Other than that, PC Part Picker, like, its prices for everything, it's completely out to lunch. That's what I was saying, man. Like, it's not like I just checked one website and I said, oh, I'm going to buy this CPU. I checked about 5 or 6 websites, 5 or 6 different companies, Canada Computers. I checked Newegg, checked Amazon, checked Memory Express. Yeah. Is Jetline Systems still a thing? I think so, Dan. I also sent them an email. Didn't hear a word back from them. Tell them they got no balls if they don't sponsor you? Yeah. Wayward, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you, my man. Funny how you met a random guy named Dan Barry, turned out to be such a special part of your life. 100%, man. 100%. Mr. Dan Barry. KCAP can confirm with CST that the Winwing software no-go, but the Mobi software is working fine on Sim Update 3 beta. Okay, I won't be on the beta. I'm just running Sim Update 2 for Microsoft 2024. But yeah, I'm assuming because of the new BFU stuff, it probably, like CST was saying, Winwing's going to need to do an update. Is the PC using now going to become the streaming PC? No, the streaming PC is fine. Nothing needs to be changed about the streaming PC. That would just be a lot of work and extra hassle for nothing. The streaming PC is fine. Nothing needs to get changed with that. It does its job perfectly fine. It has no issues. The only thing I'm changing on the stream PC is I'm putting on a different cooler on the CPU. But no, most likely what's going to happen with the current gaming PC is I will either part it out and sell it to try and recoup some funds for this $4,000 build that we've got going on, or alternatively, I may give it to a friend of mine. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. We'll see how generous I'm feeling. I think they sponsored a guy named Jeff Favre back in the day. Yes, correct. If you run 2024, I highly suggest Sim Update 3 Beta. Much better UI and way more stable. You'll have a much better experience, but you do you. Man, I hate the betas, dude. I hate the betas. I hate opting into them. I hate opting out of them. Yeah. Maybe do a giveaway? There's just so many things that could go wrong by doing a giveaway, because what if someone wins it and they're in Europe or South America, or then I got to worry about sending the PC without anything breaking, sending it across the world? Nah, it's not worth it, man. No, I hear you, CST. I do, man. I just hate opting into Microsoft betas. I always end up having more problems than better. Give it to Henry. I'm excited to hear that the UI has been made better. Yeah. Are you sure you want to only go with 16 gigs of RAM on the next build? Obviously cost, but 16 gigs. Are you sure? Who said 16 gigs? 64 gigs of RAM, Bad Hog. 64. Do you remember Jeff Faviano? Of course I do, dude. He's in chat all the time. I just saw him down at the expo a month ago as well. He stayed over at our Airbnb for one night. Further, what's up, man? 29 months is party time. Most excellent. Fly on. 2-year celebration. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thank you for the continued support. Further, hope you're doing well, man. Oh, VRAM on the 5080 is 16 gigs of VRAM. Yes. Yeah, the RTX 5080 Super is rumored to feature 24 gigs of GDDR7 VRAM, a significant increase from 16 found on the standard 5080, just for your info. Yeah, but, I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? And hear me out, Johan. If we keep playing this waiting game, that's all that it's going to end up being, is you're just going to keep waiting to buy something. Listen, if we end up picking the 5080 and it doesn't do what we want it to do, at least we've got the new PC build, and alternatively, we can sell the 5080 and upgrade to a 5080 Super. You know what I mean? Like, I just... We're in this... It's like cell phones, man. Like, they're literally like cell phones. Like, are you going to get the new iPhone 16, or are you going to wait for the iPhone 17 to come out? Because as soon as the 17 comes out, they'll announce the 18. It's just this ongoing chase. It's just this continuous thing. I think 16 gigs of VRAM at 1440p should be enough. Should be enough. I'm not going up to 4K. We're moving to 1440p. I think we should be fine. I think we should be fine. Do any airlines still fly the Q4? Because I know Horizon got rid of them. The only ones that I know of are up in Canada. There's still some across the world. I think there's some still flying in like Australia, and there might be a few in Europe. Austrian is one of them that flies the Q4 still. But yeah, North America, I believe they're only running up. For 1440p, 16 gig of VRAM should be enough. Correct. It should be. Keyword should be. Like I said, though, if we get the PC build, we get everything done, there's nothing saying that we can't flip the 5080 and then upgrade to a 5080 Super. We'll see. Waiting to buy the next release for the next big thing will be perpetual wait. Correct. Yeah. It'll be enough. I run 12 gig card, 1440p, 16 gig is plenty, and more future-proofed all the way. Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Didn't realize the Phoenix put turboprops on the 320? Hell yeah. This is the BFU, baby. It's enough for me. I have 7000 XT, 16 gig of VRAM, enough for 1440p. Got you. I had the same EVGA 3080 10 gig card you do. Ended up going with a 3090 Ti to give me 24 gigs of VRAM. Was going to pay 4090, 5090 prices. I play at 4K. Yeah, the big thing is 4K, right? Matthew, take care, man. Have a great day, buddy. You'll be hanging out in chat. Hopefully I'll catch you for the BFU streams coming up. Bone, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you're well. What's the FPS you're hoping to target with this setup? If I could lock it at 60, Cody, I think that would be great. You don't need really anything more than that. If I can lock the FPS at 60 in 2024 and kind of just set it and forget it, that would be ideal. That would be the ideal situation, which I don't think we'll have an issue with. Does X-Plane have a GSX add-on where you get seated passengers? No, it does not, Adam, unfortunately. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't, but no, it does not. What is my monitor refresh rate? I have a 144 Hz monitor. Well, it's 165, but it's on 144 Hz. I remember buying a 10 gig of storage for the company I worked at for £10,000. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, hard drives are cheap now. Lock it at 45 and it's my happy place. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Sounds good. I always get tripped up with the ideal FPS when it comes to GPU and screen refresh rates. So, if you're running 144 Hz, ideally, if you can lock your frames at like 72, that would be a great... That's half the refresh monitor. You'd stop a lot of like screen tearing and stuff like that, but you don't really get that in FlyJSim, right? Like FlyJSim isn't Call of Duty. You're not making crazy jerky movements where you're, you know, looking at people, trying to find people doing this, you know what I mean? Like you should be fine. So yeah. Remember paying $120 for a 512 SD card. Thought it was huge. Damn, that's wild, dude. How big of an SSD are you getting? So I'm getting a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte M.2 XLT. I have a 4 terabyte SSD, 2 1 terabyte SSD, and another 2 terabyte M.2 that I'm probably going to take out of this PC because they're all fairly new. I upgraded my hard drives on this PC not that long ago, about a year ago. I upgraded a lot of the hard drives in this system. So I'm just going to pull the hard drives from this system and throw them into the new one. Hey, Cap, we're doing a BFU stream tonight or after this flight? After this flight, Cammy. Yeah. Paid $300 for a 20 megabyte Seagate hard drive. Jesus. Amazon had a M.2 for 129 bucks. Yeah. Yep. Looks like we're flying out to the sticks. Hope this Q400 gets us to CYPR. We're good. We'll make it. It's the Q4. Tried and tested. Canada strong. Varun, there is a way to do that, but no, I'll most likely wipe the drive before installing it on the new PC, just so that it's going in fresh. Hard drives are perfectly fine. Here's the thing, though. With how cheap SSDs are, there's really no point for a conventional hard drive anymore. It's not that much more expensive for an SSD than it is a hard drive. Paid $190 for a 4 terabyte SSD from Crucial and never been happier. 100%. Yeah. I forget what I paid. I think it was like $229 Canadian for my 4 terabyte Western Digital SSD, and that thing's an absolute rock solid. No issues with it. When does the new build begin? Hopefully soon, Steven. Hopefully soon, man. I'd like to have it probably by the end of August. I would like to have everything done. I gotta order all the parts. I'm not building it because I don't trust myself to build it. So I'll have to order all the parts, get all the parts, and then either have somebody come here and build it or bring it into a company. SSDs are quicker. SSDs are about 4 times faster than a conventional hard drive. So you're on the photogrammetry in 2020. Also in 2020, I've been getting tons of online disconnects, which shouldn't happen with my ISP connection. Have you ever heard of that before? It sometimes happens, Bad Hog. But yes, I do run photogrammetry in 2020. The only thing I use for hard drives is ortho because it doesn't need fast. True. Yeah, if you're just storing a bunch of ortho. Have Dan do it? Yeah, but then I'd have to fly Dan out here. I don't know if Dan can... I don't know. We'll see. That's a lot to ask for somebody to just, you know, fly halfway across the country. We'll see, man. We'll see. If Dan wants to take a trip out here for a weekend and build it, we'll let him decide if he would like to do that one. The key is to find the sweet spot. With limited VRAM, you can only push the settings so far before running out, potentially leaving the card's raw power underutilized. Correct? Dan is great people. Yeah. Do you have a micro center up there? We don't have micro center. We have Memory Express and Canada Computers, which is basically the Canadian version of micro center. How much memory of external hard drives do you have? How much memory of external hard drives? I have a 4 terabyte external drive. It's actually an external SSD. It's a 4 terabyte. It's not very fast, though. What's up, Cap? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Love the stream so far. Nature Explorer, welcome back, man. Hope you're well, buddy. You're having a good start to your week. What's the BFU flight going to be? I'd like to pick up the new Rally Durham, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Is Porter flying? We're flying Air Canada. Air Canada Jazz. We're the Jazz today. We're doing it in the old paint scheme. Toothpaste. Toothpaste blue. Trying to save for new PC, gonna take me a while. It's expensive, man. It's expensive. It's not as expensive as it was 6 months ago, but it's still expensive. There's still a few aircraft in this livery? Correct. Yeah. Jazz. Air Canada Jazz. It's actually Air Canada Express now, but operated by Jazz. Yesterday was the worst day. My friend of mine got involved with the cops and had to be him talk to the cops and see what the problem was, but he's wasn't in trouble. That's good news. Is the 5080 better available in Canada? There's lots of them now, yeah. Thank you for flying Air Canada. Merci d'avoir choisi Air Canada. Give it to you in English and French. I thought about going with a Zotac card. They're $1,500 compared to $1,750. I don't know if I trust Zotac, though. Amazed at how many toothpaste planes are still around. It's been 10 years since the first change happened. Yep. Yep. They got a pretty big fleet, though. But I'm assuming P-Thibs, the ones they're not painting are probably the ones that are going to be retiring soon. Nice further. I had a Zotac 10 series card for years and it was fine. Meh. Need to upgrade the PC. I have to upgrade the house first. The grid here is so poor that we lost power 10 times since May. Backup generator time, especially in this heat. Dude, that's brutal. Sounds like where I live. Oh, it's been pretty good. We haven't lost power in a while. Knock on wood. You've been having no issues with Zotac? Well, that's good. RC Cosplay, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Hey, Cap, good day, sir. This is a cool aircraft working and got you up on the screen. Thanks for a great company. Captain Jack, good to see you, my man. Tro, thanks for subscription, man. Or Trey, sorry. I don't know why it's showing up as Tro. Trey, thanks for support, man. So every time we lose power, at the most times, never when it's storming, always just some random power outage. That's brutal. So is this Q4XP like the ATRs in Microsoft? I mean, it's a turboprop. It's very different than the ATR, but it is a turboprop. You can imagine get paid to get screwed down here by electrical company by hydro at our cottage, same level of quality. Dude, it's brutal. I was reading an article the other day. I forget where the article was. I think it was a credible source. But they were saying that most Canadian paid over 60% of their income in taxes over the last 2 years. I saw that and my stomach started to turn. MSFS nerd, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Nice further. Alpha Had, welcome back. Hope you're well, man. Back in X-Plane. We have been in X-Plane for the week. It's been a lot of fun, man. Been a lot of fun back in the good old X-Plane. We're basically a straight shot now, too, into the airport. Let's do our VNAV setup here. We'll set our target descent at about 1,800 feet per minute. Showing top of descent in 98 miles or 16 minutes. Good. In CA, you're limited to only 15 or 20 year mortgages. Thought I'd heard that somewhere. In Canada, no. Canada, you have 20, 25, and 30 year mortgages. There might be 15 year, but 20, 25, and 30. Like, we got a 25 year mortgage for the farm. So unless CST has it working somehow, I can't get the Phoenix to show up in Sim Update 2, but it's fine in Sim Update 3. I wonder if we should just use it in 2020 for now. I wouldn't be shocked at that. What bugs me the most is the cost of utilities. Bell Satellite went sky high. Hydro is sky high despite living just off the main lines from Bruce power lines. Yeah, it's terrible, dude. 30-year mortgage needs a higher down payment. Oh, don't even talk to me about down payments, man. I told you the story about the farm, didn't I? Because I'm self-employed and because my fiance is self-employed, she runs the farm, she runs the horse business, the breeding and all that stuff. The bank wanted 50% down payment from us. I'm not even kidding. 50% down payment. I almost punched the guy in the face. I'm a pretty calm individual. It takes a lot to like get me to that level of angriness, if you will. Yeah, when we went to the bank, the guy, we actually went with like a mortgage specialist as well, because we knew we would be like in a little bit of a weird situation because we're both self-employed. I had all my tax returns and everything in order. Everything was done properly on my end, and same on my fiance's end. When we went into the bank and they wanted to, every single one of the major lenders, so all of the banks, TD Bank, BMO, all the major lenders that would lend for a mortgage, they all required 50% down payment. I literally laughed. Like, I told the guy, I said, you made us drive all the way down here. I was like, could we not have had that conversation over the phone and I just would have laughed and told you like, okay, we'll find something else? Like, we drove all the way down here. We changed our entire schedule for you to tell me that the banks require a 50% down payment. I told the guy, I was like, if I had 50% as a down payment of cash, don't you think I would have other properties or something, equity that I could put up against this? Who the hell has hundreds of thousands of dollars just laying around in cash able to put down on a down payment? It's absolutely ridiculous. It was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever had to deal with. That entire situation was just so convoluted and stupid. It's wild, man. It's insane. What kind of rates did you get and have in Canada? So we bought the property when interest rates were high. So we went on a variable mortgage for the first 5 years. I believe we're paying 4%, 4 or 5% interest rate. That's just the first 5 years. In Canada, every 5 years you renegotiate your mortgage. The interest rates have since come down since then. So our renewal is actually coming up, I think, next year. We're going to have owned the property now. It's either next year or the following year. So anyways, we went variable on the first one, and then we'll probably go fixed on the next 5 years that we do. Does every bank ask this much, or is it, well, it's just the main lenders, Alpha HUD. It's the main lenders. We have overpaid our mortgage, no holidays, no over expensive. Our cars are pieces of shit, but we'll clear in 247 days. Hey, congratulations, Chris. That's awesome news, dude. Awesome news. Kayoshi, what's up, man? We've been flying this plane all week, man. The new Phoenix is out. They said Tuesday or Wednesday. They always do that. They literally always do that, Blue Crayon. They always tell you it's going to release, and then they release it a day or two early. That's like Phoenix's MO. Lots of people in the US have those 2020 rates like me, 2.25 on a 30-year. No one is going to be moving or selling unless absolutely have to. Yeah, in the States, you don't renegotiate your mortgage, right? Like in Canada, you don't have an option. Every 5 years, you have to remortgage. And that's a way for the banks, again, to fuck you in any way possible, because a lot can happen in 5 years. Take COVID, for example, right? It's pretty brutal, man. It's pretty brutal owning anything in Canada. You're not even really owning it. The banks own it for 30% of your life, 40% of your life. The banks own it and do not give a shit about you. It's pretty wild. You can, but it's not mandatory? Yeah, see, that's the difference. In Canada, it's mandatory. You can get a 10-year mortgage in Canada, but the rates are crazy. Correct. That's why you would just renegotiate every 5 years. Same in the UK. You need to remortgage. Yeah, renewal. We have variable rate mortgages that crashed the world economy in 2008. Yep. What are auto finance rates there? Right now, I think it's 6 or 7%, Matthew. When I bought my car just after COVID, I'm paying 5%, 4.99. Which is still high, in my opinion. But it was the best rate available. It was the best rate available when I bought my car, but I'm paying 4.99% over 5 years for my car. And it comes out to... What do I pay for my car? Just shy of $500 a month for my car. Henry is doing well, man. Thank you for asking. He is passed out on the couch right now. I just did 96 months at 6.29 for a new car on Saturday. Lowest I saw was 4.49. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm at 4.99. I did a ton of research on that as well. 4.99 on mine. In the US, that 5-year variable rate is called an ARM. That's part of what caused the issue before 2008 was people saw the low rates and then got in too deep. Couldn't pay after the percentage went up. Hey, I hear you, man. I hear you. You don't think about it, but like 1% of like, let's say $400,000. That's a lot of money, dude. You know? Yeah, I think interest rates were I had a buddy of mine that bought a car and he got 7.99 on his interest rate. 7.99. Now, it's a car. It's only 20, 30 grand, but that's still a lot of money. 8% of, you know, that much. Thousands of dollars, right? That you're paying in interest charges and fees. Plus, it's a car, so you're constantly, well, maybe not constantly, but, you know, you've got to take it to the mechanics. You got to buy new tires, brakes, whatever else breaks. I've seen that movie, Chris. Great movie. Yeah. You don't have to, but I had a 30-year mortgage. Then at 20 years, was able to knock 5 years of payments down to 15 years, then paid it off later down the road as some changes come around. Yeah. Yeah, we're on a 25-year mortgage at the farm. I wanted to go 30 years just because it made the payments lower, but the interest rate was so much more for that extra 5 years. So we went with a 25-year mortgage. And I think the mortgage out at the farm is... I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's just over $3,000 a month, I think is what it is. I think. Last time I checked. Sometimes Tesla does 0% or 1.9 APR for loans and leases. It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, ideally further, if you can buy a lease return, lease returns, in my opinion, are the best way to go for a car. If you can get a car on like an early, so like for me, I got my car on an early lease return. So somebody had the car for like a year and a couple months and then decided that they wanted to go with a bigger car. It wasn't big enough for their family. And that's how I got my car. When I got my car, there was like, 10,000 miles on it. The car was basically brand new. Still had all of its warranties for years and years. I actually got the extended warranty through Toyota. So my car is covered for, God, probably another 10 years, man. The way that I don't drive, right? So as long as you don't and didn't or scratch it, but yes, I agree, lease is good. Yeah, 100%. Best part of the 2008 crash was the American taxpayers paid the bank bailout. Yeah. Always funny to read Discord after release. People complaining about not being able to install liveries because the livery manager is gone. If only they could read. Yeah, everything is now done on the like main Phoenix launcher, right? I'm just impressed that you can pay for a condo and the farm mortgage to this day. Well, Captain Howdy, I don't really pay much of the mortgage. Out at the farm, my fiance covers that. I don't live at the farm. My contribution to the farm and gaining equity is I pay the property tax at the farm every year. So I don't pay the mortgage. My fiance covers the mortgage. Now she makes enough money doing the whole farm thing, the breeding and the boarding of horses and stuff. So she pays the mortgage out at the farm every month. And then I pay my rent here at my condo. The goal is obviously eventually to move out to the farm, but there's a lot of things that need to happen out at the farm before I can be out there. But yeah. How much is property tax? It's about $3,900 a year. I just had to pay it. Do you use a plugin for your flight data on the overlay? Mike, yes. It's called Sim Toolkit Pro. You can put exclamation point banner in chat. So we're guaranteed another 20 years of flight streaming? Hell yeah, brother. Property tax is high in Canada. I live in a 1,500 square foot, 3.5 acre and pay 10K USD a year. On property tax? Holy fuck. We have 36 acres with a farm and a condo built into the farm, into the barn, sorry. It's 3,900. 3,900 Canadian a year is what I pay. $10K a year. That's fucking wild, dude. Holy shit. 16 miles till top of descent, friends. Phoenix add new liveries. They did add some new ones, yeah. Property taxes are $1,100 a month. You pay $1,100 a month in property tax? The fuck? Thanks, Nate. That's the zoning. I pay 4.5K for an 1,800 square foot house. Damn, dude. Cap, when we do San Francisco, Los Angeles, when the E175. No clue, buddy. Sister's property tax in Pennsylvania was $11K a year and went up this year. She just sold her house. Dude, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. Now, do keep in mind, the farm is literally in the middle of nowhere, so my property tax at the farm is going to be significant less than somebody that, let's say, lived in the middle of the city, right? But yeah, that's wild. That is damn near wild. Okay, we're on the RNAV. Our minimums are going to be 446, so let's take this down to about well, we'll go like 1,500 feet. And we'll take control of the aircraft by 1,500 feet. So we'll bump this down to 1,500. We're going to go Alt-Cell VNAV. Good. We'll clear out the messages. Good. And then we can start working on some stuff here. So minimums, we're going to be LNAV VNAV. So 586 on our MDA. 586. So we're going to put 590. $5.90 on the MDA. Good. Do you pay property tax to the government? We have a local council tax we pay each month. Mine is £209 for a 4-bedroom. Ours goes to the government, yes. To the local government. Doesn't make sense at all. I got a 3,600 square foot private neighborhood paying $5K a year, so like $400 a month. Yeah, that's I'm assuming that's state by state. Probably different states have different weird rules and stuff like that. Alright, here comes our descent, friends. We'll pull the power back a little bit. Aim for about 25-30% torque. Good. And there's our descent into Prince Rupert. Those views down there, man. That's beautiful flight. Such a cool little flight. New York is among the most expensive? Yeah, that's crazy. 100% my property tax in Arizona is $1,500. Yeah. So I left Cali, Huntington Beach in the 90s. That's crazy, man. In Illinois, we just overtook New Jersey for the highest property tax in the USA. Which makes no sense. Like, why? I don't understand. Pick your state, pick your fate, I guess. I mean, it's the same here in Canada, but like, I feel... Obviously, we have a lot more land at our disposal up here in Canada, so that's why I think, like, property taxes are significantly less than what they are in the States, but, yeah. Much higher paying jobs in the U.S., correct, Nate? 100%. Local officials are efficient in spending money. Yep. It's the lowest hanging fruit, correct. Got that correct, Shadow Gallery. Aviator Chill, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. I actually did some Air Canada 777 ops last night from YYZ to YVR. Nice. I love doing that flight, Huskers. Blue states, it's their nature to tax. Same in Canada, yeah. Except Canada, isn't it the red states? Or the red... Isn't it the red that wants to tax? I'm in higher paying jobs, higher tax states. Oh, gotcha. Okay, Nate. I mean, it's true too, but in the U.S., that's why everybody's leaving Canada and trying to get their green cards and go down to the U.S. because, you know, I forget what they were saying. Like, we were looking at, like, pilot jobs. Like, if you're a pilot, you can go down to the States and make really good money. Whereas in Canada, if you're a pilot, your first 5 years, you're making minimum wage almost. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe slightly better than minimum wage, but, like, you're not making nearly what you could be making if you were down in the U.S. flying for one of the carriers. Altimeter set. Approach landing and briefing is complete. Cabin alt controls are set. Ice protection not required. Good. Approach checklist. Altimeters good. GPWS landing flaps. We're landing flap 15. Actually, hold on. How short is this runway? 6,000 feet. We're fine. Flaps 15 is good. Fuel transfer is off. We'll wait for those guys. Standby hydraulic pressure and quantity has been checked. Passenger signs are on. Caution and warning lights checked. Cabin is secured. Good. We'll just wait for the tank aux and the PTU controls and the lights for 10,000 feet. Love Canada, man. I grew up in Buffalo and frequented the strip clubs in Fort Erie, Niagara Falls every other weekend. Good people. Great people. I do agree. And at 19, hell yeah, brother. Should have came up to Quebec, dude. 18 years old to go to the strip clubs and drink in Quebec. Quebec knows how to party, I will say that. They know how to party. Funny part is, it's the same people complaining about high taxes, the same people voting for it. Wow, yeah. Don't try and make it make sense. You'll give yourself a fucking brain aneurysm. Trying to make sense of... Dude, listen. This whole Canadian election that just happened, like, it was the biggest farce I think I've ever seen in any political... I know you guys in the States are going through some shit right now too, but, like... The reason the guy got elected in Canada was because the media and the news branded one of the candidates as Trump Jr. And all the fucking boomers in Canada lost their shit. And we're like, we can't vote for a Trump Jr. He's gonna sell out Canada. It's it's fucking wild, dude. We live in such fucking weird times, man. It's crazy, dude. I agree with that, CST. '51st, baby. Yeah. Look at us now. Look at us now. Montreal back in the day was Swedish quality, Mexican prices, not sure about now. Nothing is like that now, dude, unfortunately. Nothing is like that now, unfortunately, man. Those days are so long gone where something can be affordable and enjoyable. My fiance and I used to take a trip every year together. Since we started dating 5-6 years ago, we used to take a trip every year. At the end of summer, we would go away somewhere within Canada, because we love traveling within Canada, being able to drive, being able to bring the dogs. For the last 2 years, it's not achievable, man. It's not affordable. You can't do it. Like, it costs you, you know, thousands of dollars, thousands, plural, thousands of dollars to go away on a trip somewhere that would, you know, cost you hundreds of dollars a couple years ago. It's crazy, man. Lived in California for 4 years. I've never been so close to poverty in my life. It's wild, dude. Yeah, it's wild, Fever. It's wild, man. Crazy times, dude. Might as well borrow a Q400 and fly it yourself. I'm gonna become that. What's that guy? The Seattle guy, the SeaTac flyer. I'm gonna be that guy. Fucking send it, chat. Where is our airport? Somewhere out there, yonder. Landing lights on. Good. Tank aux pump 1, 2, and PTU controls are going on. I'm also going to pause the music. We are very close on the approach now. That's good. That's good. Approach checklist is complete. Next is our landing checklist, friends. Turn the sim sounds back up here a little bit for us. Got invested in this gorgeous approach into Prince Rupert. Have you been out to Banff before? I have. Yeah, a couple times. Flying in Canada is pricey, so it's damn big and only a few major cities. Yep. Prince Rupert is kind of interesting. You need to take a ferry back and forth to the airport. Check the check-in counters are actually in a hotel on the mainland. Really? That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat. That's pretty damn neat. You can see we're changing ortho sources, I guess, up here a little bit. You can see the difference in the ortho. What flight are we doing in the Phoenix? Not sure yet. I kind of want to pick up Raleigh Durham. Do some flights in and out of RDU. I'm hearing a bunch of people are having problems, though. Can anybody confirm or deny this, but is the Phoenix BFU not working in 2024 without Sim Update 3 beta on. Because if it's not working in Sim Update 2, which is what I'm on, I believe. You have friends from Brazil living in Banff? Nice. Banff is beautiful, man. It's super expensive, though. It's working for you in Sim Update 2? Alright. Davis, what's up, man? I'm stable on 2024, works fine, flying it right now. Okay. Alright. There was a couple people saying it wasn't working for them. Alright, chat, we have to have a nice landing. This is our last landing in X-Plane 12 for a little bit. It was you, Shadow Gallery. You gonna fly the 319 Sharkland American livery? Yes. Yes. Correct. You should get the ERJ 145 by Sim Federation? No, thank you. I did a complete fresh install of the plane as updating I was running into issues. Did you lose all your views and keybinds and stuff though, Yeti? Hand fly it in? Oh, I'm not that skilled, Nate. This thing is tricky. I let it trim itself out. Smash for Davis, butter for the rest of us. Nice. AJ, I'm not sure what the new engines are called. I just know they're bigger engines on the 319. The baby bus. Maybe that's what you have to do, Shadow Gallery. Maybe you need to do a fresh install of it to work properly. I don't know. Will it automatically add them to that flight model, or do you have to select them before the flight? I think it's only one specific aircraft, AJ, and I think American Airlines is the only airline that operates it. What Davis said also was on Sim Update 3 beta, so maybe that was a problem, so I just uninstalled the plane, reverted back to Sim Update 2, reinstalled the plane, and it seems to be working just fine. Okay. Cap, you noticed on Microsoft you're saving changes in save but won't update? Any way to allow Microsoft Cloud to update saves correctly? I have no clue further. I don't know about that one. 2500. Speed check. We'll go flaps 5 degrees. There's our alt horn. I do see the runway out in front of us. Very good. Very good, very good. We'll go FA notified. We'll bring the props all the way forward. Good. Bleed air 1 and 2. Min. Good. I'll take this down to 1,000 feet now. Alt cell. CTAF. Is there CTAF for this airport? Let's find out. Dot CTAF CYPR. There is no CTAF command. Wait. Dot CTAF CYPR. There is no CTAF. It's just Unicom 1228. All right, let's drop the gear. Speed check. Flaps 10 degrees. And we need our new landing speed. We're going to aim for about 130 knots. All right, I am going flaps 15 degrees. Sounds are going up. Joystick cam is going on. My airplane. Very good. And we'll bring in some power now. We'll aim for about 130 knots. Good. Very nice. All right, sweet. I'm way out of trim. Don't like that. right, we're looking good. 2 white, 2 red, all the way in. Our landing checklist is complete. I'm not even gonna try and go over there right now, but landing checklist should be completed. Speed's good. 2 white, 2 red, all the way in.
500.
500. What a cool approach.
Terrain.
That's not true. Don't worry about terrain.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we put it on the 1,000-footers, chat. This is what I was talking about trim. Well, we made it. Hi, welcome. Remember I said the trim in this aircraft was a little bit wonky? Yeah, that's what I meant by that. That's what I meant by that one, chat. That is why I don't like to take control of this aircraft nice and early, because if you don't let the autopilot get the trim right on this thing, holy macaroni, she makes you pay dearly for it. Well, welcome down. That wasn't that bad, chat. It was under 300 foot per minute. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Wasn't too bad. APU power switch is on. We'll call those ones good. Next is our after landing checklist. Wonderful. Let's get the terrain off. Gust lock on. Oh. I'm going to disconnect because we're not going to be able to see anything on the ground here or people. On, good. Flaps are clean, good. Tank aux pump 1 and 2 can go off. Yaw damper can go off. That's good, that's good. Flight to taxi, good. Red is good. Lights are off, good. Pitot static switches can go off. Window heat can go off. Pitot static switches are off. Window heat can go off, good. And off. Ice protection not required. Main bus tie is tied. APU is starting. APU good, and bleed air 1 and 2 can go back to normal. Good. Alright, we'll get ourselves... Oh yeah, they're weird. Oh no, we can go right here. I thought it was weird gates, but we're good. Good job on landing. It wasn't the best HD, but we'll take it, man. We'll take it. Not our smoothest. Like I said, this airplane, man, I don't know what it is. There's something about the trim. If you don't trim this airplane and it's not in like the perfect trim, it just absolutely smacks into the runway. I thought I had good trim, but apparently not. Apparently I had too much down trim. And what I think I need to do is I need to start looking down here more often. I need to aim for right about there. Seems to be a good spot for your trim on landing. With the nose up. At least the yoke didn't break this time? Correct. At least we made it without the yoke. Alright, let's go and feather those bad boys. Good. And we'll come down here for shutdown checklist. Taxi light is off. Good. Brakes on. Standby hydraulic pressure and PTU control.
Oh, my neck and back hit harder than Canadian property taxes. Now I really have to shit.
Nice. Shadow Gallery, thank you for support, my man. Appreciate you, buddy. Passenger signs are off. Nose wheel steering is off. Radar is off. We'll go off, off, off. Good. Anti-skid can go off as well. Good. Bleed air 1 and 2 goes back to min, and we'll kill the engine bleeds and get the APU bleed on. That is on. Emergency lights are off. Fuel cut off now. And lights is required, and battery master and main standby. And we'll get you to there. Beautiful. There we have it, friends. Another successful flight in the Q400. That sucks. I really wanted a good landing before that was a good landing, but I wanted a buttery landing before ending the week here in X-Plane. It's been fun. I really did enjoy myself. I hope you guys did as well. I don't know if this will become a normal thing on the channel, but at least, you know, once every 2 or 3 months, I'd like to jump back into X-Plane and do some Q400 ops, especially now that I've got it installed and I've got the auto ortho and everything working. I'm thinking that we should, this should be kind of like a normal thing here. Hey, Cap, thoughts on trying the BFU in? We're going to do that actually in a couple hours here, Vine. We're gonna fire up Microsoft 2024 with the new BFU update. We're going to do that. It's 2 o'clock now. I'm thinking by 3:30 I should have everything ready to go, and we should have another stream up. So we'll do some flying in 2024 here in a couple hours. We'll get everything set up. Air Canada ops with the BFU? No, we're going to do some American ops so we can check out the new engine variant. Yeah, Yeti, I'll probably jump in Discord after. I don't use Explain, but I love watching the Q4 ops. Would love to see it again. Awesome. Cool, Ken. Very, very cool, man. Hope to join you. What flight are you thinking? I'm thinking checking out the new RDU scenery. I got to pick it up, but I'm thinking about checking out the new RDU. No, I got what you meant, Ken. Confused me for a little bit. Love the X-Plane change. How's X-Plane 12 now in your opinion? It's getting better. It's definitely getting better. The clouds and the sky colors and the atmospheric in X-Plane is probably what impressed me the most this week, to be honest with you. It's been really cool. It's been really cool to jump back into X-Plane. It's been a year and 9 months since the last time I used X-Plane. So it feels good, man. I enjoyed myself. You guys know I love the Q400. So anytime I get an excuse to come fly this bad boy, I'm all for it. So like I said, I don't think X-Plane's at the level, or I don't think it'll ever be back at the level where I used to use it prior to 2020 coming out. But we'll see, man. I would like to use X-Plane 12 more often and kind of see where the updates are going and how the progression is moving forward. Definitely looking forward to the art updates and the new auto gen. Definitely looking forward to that. And I think that that's going to be a big factor moving forward as well. All right, friends, let's go ahead and watch some replays as we smack into this runway, shall we? Let's go watch a little smacky into some runways. What did Dan's landing rate give us? Let's see what Sim Toolkit Pro. Sim Toolkit Pro gave us a negative 237 at 1.10 G. Not bad. Not bad. A 247. Yes, 247 at 1.15 G is what Sim Toolkit Pro is saying, but God knows how they are. All right, let's jump here. This is what I really do enjoy as well, the replay. The replay in X-Plane is just so well done. Microsoft really needs to figure out something with the next iteration and configure their replays to be a little bit better, because they literally should just copy the X-Plane systems. There's the flare. You can just see, like, I was flaring like an absolute madman, and you can see it just literally crunching into the ground. It actually wasn't that bad of a landing, to be honest with you. We've had much worse this week. Funny to say, we've had much worse landings this week. That one was just very... You know, I could have yanked on the controls and probably done it, but all in all, it wasn't that bad of a landing, to be honest with you. For a Q400, they call this bad boy the Crash 8. So for a Crash 8, it's not that bad. We'll call it firm and call it a day. I agree with that one. Oh, we can't see anything from the tower view because the tower is literally on the ground. But yeah, not bad. Not too shabby at all. A negative 250 or higher is free subs. Fuck. I was the one that agreed on this, wasn't I? I was the one that agreed on this. So here we go. 5 subs for over 250 foot per minute. Done. Purchased. Money laundering at its finest. There's 5 gifted subs for me being a shitty pilot today. There you go, chat. Enjoy your 5 gifted subs, whoever wins those. 5 gifted subs. Congratulations. You win that because I was a shitty pilot today. Hope you enjoy. Only crushed 1 vertebrae. No problem. Hey, you can't complain. Can't complain. It's all good. No smoke on wheels. Did X-Plane 11 have smoke on wheels? I think it does. I don't know why we didn't have them, to be honest with you, but... Do you have a new replay tool? No, this is, Dan, this is X-Plane 12. It comes with a native built-in frame gen. That actually wasn't that bad, chat. I'm okay with that landing. I'm okay with that landing. I can live with that one. Alrighty, friends. I am going to go and get Microsoft 2024 all ready to go, and we're going to be live here in the next probably about another hour and a half. I'll try and get it up and done and everything ready to go. We're going to check out the new Phoenix BFU update in 2024. I hope I don't regret this. The last time I tried to use 2024 with the Phoenix, we were getting like 4 FPS on landing, so let's hope that that doesn't happen today. But that is the plan. So mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you guys so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, this just wouldn't be possible. I say it every single stream, but I truly do mean it. Okay, that was definitely firm. Watching from a wing view, that was 100% a firm landing, chat. We're just going to pretend that it was a great landing and we had a great day flying. I really did enjoy myself in X-Plane this week, though. I hope you guys did as well. Remember, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. To everybody else that cannot support using a monetary value, but supports through smashing down the thumbs up button, flying with me on VATSIM, controlling on VATSIM, I want to thank you guys just as much. Thank you, everybody, for the continued support of this channel. It does not go unnoticed, and I am forever grateful for what you guys allow me to do. So thank you all very much for your support. Truly do appreciate it. I mean, hey, we put it on those 1,000-footers. If I was flying with a training captain, I bet he would have told me that that was a great landing. Chat, what do we think? I think so. I think that that was a great landing. Maybe not great, but good. We'll call it a good landing. Alrighty, friends, I'm going to go get 2024 configured. I'm going to update the Phoenix, and hopefully I'll see you guys all, like I said, in about an hour and a half. I should have everything up, ready to rock and roll. Enjoy the replays of this smashy, and I look forward to catching you guys all later. If I don't catch you later, I'll see you on Thursday for our regular schedule. Happy landings, my friends. See